You are educating yourself in so many ways, you know. You know everything in this world. You have knowledge for everything. But does that knowledge give you happiness? That short-term happiness you get. As it comes, it goes also. That you have experienced. You experience it daily in your life, you know. People, whenever you ask them, you know, in India, also everywhere, but, you know, how do you feel? Oh, Maharaj, Bahut Anand. Who are you lying to me? Or to yourself? That word Anand, what does that stand for? Anand doesn't mean happiness. Anand is not that happiness that comes and goes. That is not Ananda. Ananda is something which is permanent. Something which you continuously experience at all times. People have happiness, they call it Ananda. That's why it is like yo-yo, going up and down continuously in their life. One moment they are happy, the next moment, oh, when that happiness is gone, that is not the happiness. But that is a happiness that you are looking every year now. I am not happy, I will be happy. How many of you have said that? Huh? You say it, whether you acknowledge it or not. You carry on saying it. You carry on remind yourself to be happy. It's good to have hope. But for that happiness, you have to have that deep understanding. Knowledge is important. Without that true knowledge of the self, Brahma Jnana, when you call yourself a Brahman, what does that stand for? Do you think for just because you were born in a Brahmin family that you can call yourself a Brahmin? Krishna will acknowledge about that. He has explained clearly in the Gita itself, when you call yourself a Brahmin, or those who have experienced Brahman. Now, what does that mean? Those who have experienced the supreme reality, they are the Brahman. This is not by being born in a Brahmin family. There was a sage, I can't remember the name. His father sent him, he was a king actually. He sent his son to the Gurukul. And when the education was finished, he came back and the father asked him, what have you learned? And he started, I learned probably all what was taught at that time, the Veda, the Puranas, and all at that time what they were teaching. So he learned everything. But looking at the face of the father looked sad. He asked, why are you not happy with me? I passed in all the subject. He said, no. The one thing that you had to know about, you have not known about. The one thing that once you know about, you have known everything. And this is the reality. So the story goes on, said that the father sent back the son, go and learn the one that have to be known. And the one that you have known, once you have known, there is nothing else to know about. Go and get to know about that. And this is the reality of that history. The one that you have to know. You don't spend time in knowing him. But you spend time in knowing so many things, but you will leave one day leave this plane. No? How much time do you spend into that? Your whole life. When you are young, your parents are behind you, study, study, study. You study, you graduate, you become somebody, you work. And then what? Is that life? And 2 weeks holiday that you will go for whatever you have been working, you save throughout the year, you go for holiday for 2 weeks. That's what you call happiness? Well, here we are 18, we don't even go for holiday. We have to study and stay at home. Yeah, it's true. Now, it's changing. But when we were young, it was like that, no? We stayed at home. That was holiday. Didn't go to school, nothing. But that's what people call happiness. That is not happiness. That's what people call education. That is not education. Education is truly something which can introduce yourself to yourself. That is true education. Taking shelter of the Sadhguru's feet and not really practicing what he taught, that is also not education. That is also not really. Guru is here ready to pour out his grace. But effort has to come from you to receive that. If you don't know how to receive it and absorb it inside of you and utilize it and grow, nothing will change in your life. Years and years will come. New Year will come. Happy will come. Misery will come at the end. No. There is no true happiness into it. True happiness will be when that's what, like I say, to be known, have a glimpse of who you are in essence. A glimpse what the Guru sees inside of you. The potential that you hold inside of you. I'm not talking about this masquerade of the outside. This is life, you keep changing. The life of the life, you keep changing. But that what is eternal inside of you. That what you call you. That part of Brahman, part of Ram, part of Krishna, that's what you have to get to know. Invest into that. This is a real guarantee. This is a real investment. But you have to invest, And that investment, there is no crash in the market. There is no loss. Even the little you do, the benefit is always profitable. So invest into that, I'm not saying that you have to stop everything that you do and then only dedicate yourself into that. No, make that part of your life. Wherever you are, whatever you are doing, make each moment a spiritual moment. Make each moment, wherever you are an instrument of that ananda. Wherever you are, people look at you. Even if they will say at first, he's a bit crazy, that person. But something has touched inside of them that they can't forget about you. That craziness that you hold inside of you, make that no one, whoever comes in contact with you, don't forget your craziness. That is the craziness of true love. The craziness of that bliss, which we call Anand. And that what is the wish of life itself. Life didn't come here for enjoying this. This glory will come and will go. Because these also are not permanent. Somebody sent me a picture of a cave, you have heard in France, it's a Lourdes Grotto. From 1858 to now, the changes that have gone through. It's amazing. Now you don't really recognize it when you look at the old pictures. Now when I look at the picture of Vrindavan, like 40 years back, that's in the 60s, like 50 years ago, it has changed so much. You don't recognize it now. There were forests at that time. You're shocked, eh? The Paramahamsa was very beautiful. You can go and look online, all picture of Vrindavan, you will see. But now, it's a different reality. We can't recognize that, But like that, you see, within that impermanent reality which keeps changing, but there is one thing that don't change. The same thing in Vrindavan. What doesn't change is that bhakti of the devotee who goes there. That has not changed. That what is permanent inside of you will stay permanent. That what is reality inside of you will stay real. That what is fake on the outside will always stay fake. That is a masquerade, the fakeness of the outside. And then we glorified the fakeness so much. The reality which is seated inside of you, we don't have time for that. When you tell somebody to sit and meditate, no, I don't have time to meditate. Chant, no, I don't have time to chant the name of God. I'm not saying you have to sit there and chant. No, you can chant wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Make God part of your daily life. In every action, let Him be part of whatever you do. So that you will have a glimpse of Him, of His grace. Because He's seated inside of you. And He's ever ready to jump out from your heart. But you're so much focused on somewhere else. But you don't allow Him to jump out from inside out. That's why you see also spiritual people, religious people, they keep on running on the outside only. They keep on just doing a show of the outside. Then they don't feel anything inside. When we talk about bhakti, we are talking about experience. Experience of what have transformed you, have changed you, have touched you. Because I don't think you're just sitting here like that if something has not touched you inside. Even for a moment, that thing that have touched you inside have had a big impact into your life. But imagine now going into that, just the spark have changed, your understanding, your belief, your everything. Just imagine you allowed that, what you have felt first, to manifest through your being, to manifest at each moment of your life. Do you know what you can do into this world? How amazing will be your life. You will not be just a random person which comes and goes. No? You will become somebody which will, because you have been touched by that eternal self, you have that something, that Supreme Lord, Sri Narayana Himself. So that transformation is permanent. Whoever have been touched by that, Bhagavan have eternalized them. Dhruv, Prahlad, all the great saints and sages, sadhus who have been touched by that grace. And you're not less than them. Because the same Sri Hari, which is living in their heart, the same Sri Hari Narayana is also in a form of Ananteshesh lying inside of your heart. You just need to invest into that. That is a very, like I said already, very profitable investment, where you will always win. You don't lose. Even if the market outside crush, you always win. So try that approach. You can do it for meditation, you can do it for chanting, you can do it for your sadhana. But remember that He is always with you. You are part of Him, He is part of you. That can't be separate. Those who want to separate that, they are the foolish one. They have not understood who Bhagwan is. So, Jai Gurudev.
Jai Gurudev.
Gurudev.
Stop. You see?